Morning, guys. This is out of Breitbart News, where the headline here reads, Fusion GPS leaders Christopher Steele hired us first to find Manafort dirt for Russian oligarch. Well, this should be good, guys. Just give me one quick second here. Of course, I will be leaving a link in the description box below where you can read further into this yourself. But of course, as I've stated, many others have went on to state, we know who's behind this whole thing, especially when it came to Russia. Now, then it was after Russia blew up in the Democrats' faces when the Mueller report was released. You had the Mueller witch hunt, and then after the Mueller witch hunt was a complete bust, now we have the whole whistleblower thing. But of course, that's another story for a different time. But of course, the article here goes to further read of Fusion GPS, the opposition research firm behind the infamous dossier on the then presidential candidate Donald Trump, was first hired by a former British intelligence officer Christopher Steele to obtain damaging information on Paul Manafort weeks before the firm hired him to produce his now discredited conspiracy weaving dossier. Well, of course, because we already know, who was behind this whole dossier. And then look what, Hillary Rotten Clinton, of course, she was the one who purchased the dossier to try to frame President Trump. But of course, we knew from day one that there was no Russia collusion whatsoever. And then, as I've stated before, many of you remember, it was none other than, owl-lying Adam Schiff who had substantial evidence proving there was Russia collusion, even though there wasn't. And, and look, when the Mueller report was released, it backfired in their faces. But, of course, as always, I will be leaving a link in the description box below where you can read for yourself, guys. But again, as I've stated before, we know who's behind this whole thing. And now that we got this whole whistleblower witch hunt now, with the impeachment inquiry hearings, the second round set to get underway, of course, look at the whistleblower's lawyer. We know that this whole thing is a coup. From day one that President Trump has taken his oath of office, they've been doing all that they can to get this man impeached. But we know who's behind this entire thing. It's the leftist, radical, deep state Democrat Party. But, of course, it's no surprise, guys. If you give me 1 second here, I don't know why this is freezing up on me. But, of course, I will be leaving a link in regards to all of this, but many of you already know Hillary Rodham Clinton is possibly planning to either run or may not run for sure. We may not know. Many believe that she will run. I know H.A. Goodman has been doing an amazing job covering this as well. But the headline here goes to read, Hillary Clinton says she's dislodged with request to run again. Oh, really? This should be good, guys. The article goes to read here, Hillary Clinton says she's dislodged with request to try another run for president and has still not completely ruled out joining the crowded field of 2020 Democrat candidates. Of course, even if she were to run again, guys, we already know full well that President Trump would beat her. I think she even knows it. That's why she's so hesitant right now. But H.A. Goodman and a few others have went on to state that they do believe she is going to run without any doubt. But the article here goes to read, the former U.S. Secretary of State has repeatedly avoided categorically stepping out of the race for the White House or directly into it for that matter. But she was asked a series of questions during her visit to the UK last month, where Clinton twice hinted that she may make a belated run for the presidential candidate run during the 2020 hearings. But, of course, speaking on the BBC's Graham Norton show in London last Friday, Clinton confirmed she would have to make up her mind really quickly, of course, because she already knows that if she does, she's going to lose. But, guys, with that being said, of course, I will be leaving links in the description box below for all of this where you can read for yourself. So for those of you, once again, watching for the first time, do feel free to subscribe for further updates or any breaking news, and I will do my very best to bring that to you. And with that being said, God bless and do stay tuned.